What's going on, everyone? We are back with more Republic at War. We just finished taking over Naboo and also took Vergesso in the last episode, and I think what we're going to do this episode is take EaW and Polis Masa. And then after that, we'll be pretty much done with our conquest of the Western Reaches. So, can we get this smuggler over to raid the shipping from EaW? And we're going to need a lot more ground units because we lost a lot of them taking Naboo there. So we'll just get a bunch of persuaders where we can, and Geonosis. We'll get a bunch of these guys over here. But I think what we're going to do first is take this fleet from Vergesso asteroids. We're going to upgrade that. Now we're going to take the fleet from Vergesso asteroids, and we're going to go straight for the space over EaW. And after that, we can take these three providences from Naboo and send them off. But I don't think we'll need more than these two fleets we've got already over here in order to take the next three planets. And after that, it's just really the core that we got to take. So, what do you have in here? Can't really see. That's 9 of those guys and 1 of something else. So this should be a fairly easy battle again. Probably could auto-resolve this one, but I really don't want to give up too many provinces before we start our core assault, because I'm assuming and hoping that we're going to see a bit more opposition in the more central parts of the galaxy. Maybe we'll come into another Mandator class. Because after we got our nice Malevolence Ghost Sniper, it's been a pretty easy campaign. Mostly because they haven't really been able to muster the forces to stop us anywhere. The biggest challenge has been the time it takes to get across the maps. There's that, there's that, that. Alright, and there will also be another episode, the second episode of the Knights of the Old Republic playthrough that I started on Wednesday. So if you haven't seen that, make sure you go check that out on the channel. I love that game so much. So much. So that should be fun to play through again. That's going to be Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. So Republic at War is going to be, since we're done with the Ancients campaign until we get started back up with the rest of Stargate, we're going to stay with Monday, Wednesday, Friday for Republic at War, which we should be able to actually get through the entire mod, or not the entire mod, because we haven't started playing as the Republic yet, but we should be able to get through the entire CIS playthrough that we're doing here without having to change the schedule again for something like that. Where are all those little ships that we had? Okay, shield generator's almost down, so we can get the providences to start changing targets. We got these provinces over here covering our bases. But it looks like a lot of the corvettes just sort of ran off. But we might end up losing a province in this battle. But I'd rather still just focus on taking out the shipyard before turning our attention to that, because they'll just jump in a fresh one as soon as it's done, so there's not really any utility to trying to save this by killing these.
What should we do?
Can we get the Lucre Hulks in on the action at all? They have taken serious damage, thank you. Alright, those fighters are going down, doesn't really matter for them. Hmm. That's almost done. Okay, so this guy's just floating around in the background there. I guess the bombers may as well start taking stuff out. So this is basically done. Nope, the Corvettes haven't decided to come back and do something useful yet. Just 3 hard points left there. The Clone Wars really lacks one of the things that I like the most about Star Wars, which is like the idea of more factions going at it that you can sort of see in the post-Andor period, and even with like the really old Republic when you had at least the Mandalorians there as well. So I guess you could sort of almost look at the Hutts, but they're still kind of small. Like with even with the old the game The Old Republic, they've introduced like the Eternal Empire, and that seems pretty interesting too. I hope they expand that a bit more because the 2 ships they have now seem a little weird, but pretty interesting too. So I'd like to see more of that sort of thing. Oh, should have just left that stuff alive. They would have finished the retreat. But like, yeah, it's like I tend to prefer the multi-side wars. We lost the Lucre Hulk because I auto-resolved there. That's too bad. But we got so many extra ships, so it doesn't trouble me that much. So we got a bunch of commandos and persuaders. I think the main thing we really need added to that invasion force is going to be some, what are they called? HMPs? HMP. Gunships. HMP gunship air wings. And then this fleet from Sluivan can actually move out to Mustafar. We might even be able to get done more than just a Raidu and Polis Masa this ep. Right, so we're seeing that is a 289 stack fleet. That is significant. What do you got over here? Not much over there. So VSDs. Did Aura Singh just come back or something? Is that what that queue was? Alright, Rendili is nothing. It looks like it might just be Corellia. Everything else has 1 or 2 ships, but... Coruscant, maybe? That's something, but it's only 14 stack. So we're probably going to end up saving Corellia for last in that case. Ah, that is some lag. Okay, we have 4 of them already. That'll be more than enough. And we'll send them... Oh, that's... Are they going through Corellia to get there? That's not what I want. Are they all stealth? That's interesting. Oh well. I guess we'll send Boba over to Antar. Alright, so I guess... Should we do the Battle for Polis? No, we'll stick with the Raidu first. Because we did start there. May as well finish there. Get some more of these commando droids in, just in case we do need to take anything. Okay, so there doesn't appear to be any static vehicle. Okay, this is a base game map, so it shouldn't be as big. Shouldn't require... I think it is a base game map. Whether it's base game or not, it's really nice. Oh, I think I recognize this from the base game.
The Republic defenses will be on full alert.
Actually, no, the base game wouldn't have as much foliage there, so I think this is a custom map, but it is a very nice one.
Choose your reinforcements.
We'll do that. I'm gonna send in some more of the commando droids just to see what we can do as far as taking out the turbo lasers and stuff. Alright, so people did confirm that the map does change the AAT skins. I think they're using the weather coating for that.
Armed and ready. Moving.
Clouds incoming at point 24.
That is some range you have.
Advancing. Done.
Right, that's not out there.
Reporting. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
Not out there. There's a sensor array. So that's something we should look into capturing at some point, maybe. This is what we wanted.
The enemy base shield is offline. Unit destroyed.
Well, they died doing what they loved.
Destroyed.
I better watch out.
Awaiting orders.
Choose your reinforcements.
And get more in. I get a Grievous.
Unit destroyed.
These are some strong clone use.
Ready. Right away. Yes, sir.
Reinforcement point contacted.
Target confirmed. Advance. Advance.
Alright. I kind of want to take out the barracks.
Turret constructing.
Move out. Target acquired.
We can actually get more of these guys in. So we'll do that.
Construction complete.
Roger that.
Well, the stealth recharges. Actually, the stealth's almost back. By the time they're in range where they actually need to use it, it should be back.
Wall out. Keep going. Destination acknowledged. Keep going. This way. Securing area. Moving. Advancing. Done.
What happens if we go over here?
I will comply.
That's too much micro at once.
Right away.
Tag that.
Advance.
And get out.
At your command. Yes, sir.
Have you seen the new droid?
We'll send them up.
Got my orders.
Orders. Engaging.
I think that barracks should be taken out there.
Engaging.
So now that we can, we'll just...
Move out. Engage. Right away. Moving to area.
Unit destroyed.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge. I will comply.
Unit destroyed.
I've been misjudging the range on those. Got 5 out of 10, so we can afford to bring in
Reinforcements.
more Persuaders, more AATs.
At maximum unit capacity. Production halted.
Wall out. Going.
I want to take out the anti-vehicle turret they had here. Or not. It must be. You're doing a good job.
Bombing run available.
Alright, we have a bombing run, so that's gonna be what we need. I think we've actually taken out pretty much all the...
Destroyed.
everything except for those.
We secure a build pad.
Can you take out the nice little turrets there? Right, barracks is down. They have another one? Nope. Alright, so that's... even if the structure's down, you have to take that out. That's interesting.
Planetary control achieved.
I should know that. There's a lot of stuff I should know what I don't about this game.
Construction.
I know a lot of the technical stuff about how it works, but
Beginning construction.
it's been I don't play it as much as I should for just funsies. I always forget what we changed in TR versus what we didn't, or versus what the base game worked as well. And then it's like, what did other mods change? I don't remember. So the Mustafar fleet over here should be enough. I'm gonna just combine it anyways. We kind of need some of the stuff to stay at Eridu so we don't get taken on by any fleets. But we'll see it coming, so it's probably not that big of a deal. Do we have everything? Yeah, we do. Alright, so we'll send that one fleet into Bespin. And this fleet, we'll see what we can do without the Lucrolks. It's only a level 3 station. I think we'll probably just need the Providences anyways. Unless they have a... Oh, they do have a significant fleet. We might have to retreat and come back with more ships later. Is that... Okay, so they do have...
Many
Phew.
Republic fighter squadrons are stationed here to protect
See how far in
the
we can
defense
go.
grid. Be mindful of them.
We do have a lot of
We got
anti-fighters.
company.
That's useful.
Choose
Okay, it looks like they'll have a
reinforcements.
fair amount of their units are just
Heading there now.
these Corvettes. I don't think those are just the reserves.
Moving out. Going
I guess we'd have to jump in still pretty far away. It would help if it wasn't surrounded by asteroids too. I feel like this is going to be another one of those
moving out.
issues with just trying to get through.
Reinforcements cancelled.
Going there now.
Reinforcements cancelled.
See how much we can fit in like this.
Reinforcements cancelled.
Can't even jump over here?
Heading there now. Moving out. Moving out. Going there now.
Alright. Oh well.
Moving out.
Alright, so we'll do that.
Heading there now.
Keep going through. Oh my god, you're so slow.
Moving out.
Alright, same as usual. Before fighting the actual units,
Out the shield.
just to be sure, we're going to take out the station first. Okay, well, that's lagging.
Generator.
So it's really not going to do that much good to speed it up.
Yes, sir. Frigate deck.
Alright, that Moonificion's dead.
Yes.
Rest in peace.
Ion cannons destroyed.
At least one of the Lucra or one of the
Area.
acclamators is real,
Out the shield.
but I'm not sure which. And again, I don't want to waste our units attacking things that are just going to immediately come back. So we'll focus on taking out the station as usual, and then we'll deal with whatever real units they have,
Yes.
if we can. This is very crowded.
Yes.
So having the Lucrolks, like, realistically wasn't going to be a big deal here, because they would never have fit. We can't even fit the smaller ships we do have.
We've lost the leader. Carry.
Alright, we lost
Yes.
at least one Lucre Hulk already. Or, Munificent.
Yes, sir.
I guess while we have the free firepower, is it worth... No, it's probably not worth focusing on those.
Carry.
They're just going to get killed by opportunity fire anyways. So, we'll just take out the the stuff. We take out the hangar, that should help.
Yes, sir.
And then we can focus on taking out the ships as well. Do you have a shield gen? You do. That might be worth it. No, make sure you take out the hangars first.
Yes, sir. Destroy the laser battery.
Is that helping?
Lost our ion cannon, sir.
If one immediately jumps in, I'm going to be very sad. Almost. 1%. 0%. 2%. 0%. Okay. Now go ahead. If we lost like 17 munificence when we only came with 7, then that's going to be about par for the course with those shivs.
Yes, sir.
If we lose a Providence, I'm going to be very sad.
Very
Because we have more just floating around out here. Unable to be useful because their pathing is
moving out.
being made even worse by the number of units and the giant asteroid here.
Yes, sir.
4 hard points left, and then I think that'll be it. Oh, nope, there's still a Dreadnought. There is still a Dreadnought. Dreadnought for long. 2 hard points. Okay, focus on the Dreadnought. That's down, and then they'll either retreat or leave now. Okay, well, that's it. So we've taken Polis Masa, we've taken Raidu, and we still have some time left. Yeah, that's a bit late for you there.
Planetary control achieved.
We can send this fleet into... I don't really want to use that fleet alone.
Tactical battle imminent.
What do they have here? Okay, so this is actually a... not too bad of a fleet for them there. Probably not enough to beat us, but at least enough to require having a fairly sizable fleet present.
It is time for my message to be delivered to the Republic. Don't fail me.
Well,
We have been defeated.
that was unfortunate. The minimap really misled me on the size of that. Hold on, what is our Pathfinder going to be in this case? We only have 1 Lucrehulk there. That's still probably more than enough. Grievous, are you gonna
Construction complete.
mess with pathfinding? No?
Constructing.
Alright. This fleet has to stay at Tatooine, so... Actually, if we just put something in... No, they're gonna come from Krell. That's the main fleet. I'm not messing with that yet. That should be fine. As long as I remember to actually send the units in and not get messed up by the soft footprint thing.
Battle imminent.
Realistically, with these ships, I should probably just let them go. Like, not even bother with the Pathfinder, because you're going so far away. Oh, look, it's Cloud City.
Frigate standing by.
That's beautiful.
Now is the time for us to strike the Republic where they least expect.
That is just beautiful.
Choose your
Alright,
reinforcements.
we've reached the edge. The rest of the way we have to go manually.
Reinforcements cancelled.
Coordinates are
We'll
locked.
drop in these 3, and then that'll give us a wider range to work with. We'll do it live now. We'll Bill O'Reilly this.
Moving out. Going there now.
Reinforcements cancelled.
Heading there now.
Keep on jumping in the free world.
Reinforcements cancelled.
Keep on jumping in the copy.
Reinforcements
Nope.
cancelled.
Okay, Venator I know for a fact is a real unit. For a fact.
Choose your reinforcements.
Prepare for a fact, as Grievous would say.
Moving out.
He wouldn't say that.
Moving out.
I'm just kidding.
Reinforcements cancelled.
Can we just...
Take out the laser battery.
You make a fair point there, sir. Where are our hyenas? Shield generator, please. Where are our tri-droids? Control A, tri-droids. Droid tri-fighters, rather. There's syntax. I think that's syntax. I'm not sure what the level 5 reinforcements are, is the thing. Presumably better than level 4 and level 3. But we can't make these assumptions. We'll let our ship sort of flounder around trying to path their way up to the target. Oh, is that the real Providence? Back there? Am I wasting my time? Well, we'd better come and take out these shields. Either way. Oh, well, that's definitely not a real one. So whatever we took out isn't a real one either.
Yes.
Did we even take one out? I didn't think we did.
Take out the shield.
It might just still be bringing in the initial ones. That might be it. But after we take out the shield generator here, I'm going to get everything to take out the hangars next. They do have quite a few ships.
Yes, sir.
Come on.
Ah, well.
You have not gotten anywhere closer to the fight.
Carrier standing by. Destroy the shield.
Where you is? Oh, they did take it out. I'm just blind. Can you guys focus on that hangar next then?
Yes.
And the rest of the ships just keep focusing on taking out the station. Grievous, do the thing. Fire out batteries, weaken enemy. Can you do it? Why not? I can't find an open space. Is this out of range? I guess that's all within the radius of the shipyard's thing, so it can't actually fire it. It's unfortunate.
Yes, sir. Roger, roger.
Anything that hasn't used it yet, use it. Actually, Control A. And there we go. There's still two that hadn't used it yet. Right, I think this is the real one? Maybe?
Carrier.
No, wait, because no, the other one would have come back if it was. So we killed the real one.
Yes.
Well, oh, we still got a ton out here. Are they even in range?
The missiles.
Not really. We're almost ready. I'd put it on speed up for this part, but
Carrier.
that's just gonna make it lag. Oh, and Bespin, no, there is a ground map for Bespin, so that'll be it. So next time, since it's been 30 minutes, I'm gonna start winding this down. We'll, I guess, take the Bespin land, and we'll take Hoth as well, and that should do it for the rest of the western reaches. After that, we can start moving in on the core. We're not going to go for Corellia yet, because that's probably going to be our last battle with that giant fleet. But we'll be able to start converging all of our forces on different planets, and start using that fleet from Mechis and whatever that other planet was in the core that I can't remember that we have giant fleet set up on. So, as we get out of here, thanks for watching, everyone. Remember, if you like what you see, to like and subscribe. And the next video will be coming out on... Today is Friday? Friday? Yeah, is it? So, Sunday? No, Monday. That's what it is. I've forgotten how weeks work. But, that'll do it. Maybe... 1... 0... There we go. That sucks. Alright. Bye, guys.